Okay, so set up foo. What we have, well, we need to add a car. So Lotus 49, it is rear wheel drive. And then let's go to the garage. We can do tyre pressures. We can do front and rear springs, front and rear anti-roll bar, front and rear camber, no wings, front rear weight or lateral weight. Don't think so. And dampers. Do we have dampers? Could be these, I suppose. How stiff? Yeah. So we've got dampers. This is a perfect test really because I'm a complete nub when it comes to setting up. So let's go for a bit of that. Okay, so we need to add a track. Spa iRacing. And what is Spa's length? So for that, I'll go to the iRacing homepage. Go to tracks. You can't see me doing this, but I am. And scroll down to Spa Francorchamps. Okay, course info for classic pits. I think this layout is 4.35 miles. So I've got to hope this is in miles. Create. Okay. So I guess this is the starting setup. There's probably a README, but okay. So front ARB. Don't really know what I'm meant to do here. Okay. I'll put what 0.375, 0.375, and corner weight. All right, okay. Front left corner weight is 248 pounds. 248. 248. Spring rate 175. 175 psi. We have, where's that? It's in tyres, isn't it? We have 21.5 all around. And camber. Minus 0.9. Minus 0.9. Then bump. I guess we'll just put that at 6. I don't. This is the only thing that's slightly confusing me about this. It's meant to be cross-compatible. So what we have, yeah, it's meant to be cross-compatible. So you're meant to be able to use setup foo in real life and across any realistic motorsport simulation. Now, they're advertising it currently quite nicely with rFactor 2, and that's how I found out about it. But I'm looking to actually set up the Lotus 49 on iRacing. So I assume it works really well with rFactor 2, hence their sort of partnership they've got going on with them. So I figured, let's punch in the numbers here. Sorry, I'm just speaking to a teammate who's also just got this. I figured it would be a good idea to set it up on iRacing, because if it already works on rFactor 2, we want to test if it does work across simulations. So that's what I'm doing. Rebound 4, no front wing. So let's go down to rear, 0.75. Corner weight 395, 395. Spring rate 225, 225. PSI is 21.5. Camber minus 0.3. I have absolutely no idea, as well as a little disclaimer, I have no idea how good this setup is for here. It's already a borrowed setup for last week at Zolder. I expect it not to work very well, so perfect for a tinker or two. I don't know how long it'll take to make adjustments. 0.3. Like, I don't know if I have to do this every time. I just don't know. So this could be quite a long video of me messing around. Bump, sorry. 3, 3, then rebound 6, 6. So create. Okay. So add lap data, track conditions. What is it by default? Is it like overcast? I forget. Right. Okay. So what I'm guessing is I make a run and severe understeer, medium understeer, slight understeer, and then the same for oversteer, and we can make recommendations. Can also punch in the tyre temps. What I'm going to do is just put sunny, because I really don't know as an iRacing default what it is. So let's do some laps. Let's find out. See if I can do like 2 laps and then come back in, check pressures. Let's try and get feedback on the drive, see what we think. There's just a fly in the middle of my screen that really put me off then. It's still there. See if I can get it. Go away, fly. There we go. I have actually turned some laps here, practicing. But I was a good 5 seconds off what the expected pace is going to be, so. quite a bit of understeer there. Okay, so to me I'm getting what I'd describe as slight to moderate understeer, as I expect a certain amount of oversteer in this car. It's just a given, really. Shifted into fourth instead of second there. Okay, so yeah, some understeer, power on oversteer, which is completely accepted in this. Rather loose there generally. Put in another lap, I think. Okay, so we'll end it there. Probably going to get skewed results here because I spun out there at the end. Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay, so what have we got in the garage here? we've got a okay, so we have a lap time of 2:31.458, and we have tyre temps of, what am I doing in there? Okay, so we're at 106, 115, 114, then at the front there, 114, 116, 103, and then at the rear, 10, this is going to be out, right. Tyre temps only has one, so we'll go for the middle, I guess. 119, 118. Okay, and understeer dash moderate. Okay, so we'll go, I think, slight understeer. Slight, and see what it says. Okay, on this run you set a lap time of 2:31.458. You feel the car's slight understeer problem. One of the following adjustments can be made to help solve your problem. Increase rear tyre pressures and or decrease front tyre pressures to slightly shift the grip from the rear tyres to the front tyres. Decrease the front weight and or increase the rear weight to prevent the front tyres from overloading. Increase the front wing angle, 1 increment. Okay, so I can't do wing. Weight, I can mess around with corner weight, I suppose. And dampers. If corner entry decrease front bump and or increase rear rebound. If at corner exit, decrease front rebound and or increase rear bump. Okay. So, what I want to do maybe is, what I think I might do is increase the rear tyre pressures by 1 psi, and it's it's around mid to late corner, so decrease the front rebound. So increase the psi, and then what was it? Sorry, I've got a rubbish memory. Corner exit, decrease front rebound. Sorry, just seeing if a teammate wants to come on and see me doing this. So corner exit, decrease front rebound and or increase rear bump. So what I must do, while I remember, is enter the new data into here as well. So decrease front rebound. So decrease that down to 3 both sides, I think. And I may have too much negative camber on the front tyres. So let's bump that up to 0.7. Okay. Consider recommendations, run new laps and then return to end in update FMR. Repeat. Okay, cool. So this seems fairly good and simple to use. So let's enter that new data. We've gone for 3 on rebound. Oh, not 2, 3, 3, and we've gone for 0.7 on camber. And we have increased the rear pressure to to 22.5. So we've gone a bit higher. So yeah, car street turner. That's not correct, is it? Right, I'm going to save that. Main menu, that wizard. Select a car, Lotus 49. Continue. Name we want. Add a track. Spa. What was the length again to get rid of that page? No. 4.35. 4.35. Create. Oh, bloody hell. It was telling me street thingy, so I was worried about it being the wrong one. I'm just going back through it. My chat seems to have disconnected. I'm just going to reload it. Hopefully it comes back up. So let's put this data back in. I know it's a cockabout, but no point. I feel like it hasn't done it correctly. So corner weight 248. I'm guessing it's the same both sides. 248. Spring rate 175. It's going to be the same. PSI is 21.5. 21.5. Camber minus 0.7. Minus 0.7. Bump 6. 6. Rebound 3. And no wing. Chat loaded. Okay, so rears gonna go for 395, 395, 295. Spring rate 225. PSI is 22.5. I increased it, so 22.5. Camber minus 0.3. Minus 0.3. Bump 3. 3. Rebound 6. So hopefully that should create it correctly. Right, okay, I've got the correct car there. And this is the improved setup, as it were. So I shall run some more laps and see. Where are we in practice? Probably terrible. Okay, so I was getting understeer around Pouin, and where else was there? Trying to think. I know I was getting understeer in a few spots really. So I'd like to dial that out, but not with forcing horrendous oversteer or anything like that. It's just going to be a case of trial and error really. Okay, so here's the corner. Still, oh, corner entry, understeer horrendously. Yeah, still loads there. Give it a lap to warm up though, it could be cold tyres. And I'm going to have to cut this run short because my girlfriend's ringing me. Give me a moment. Hello. And I'm back. Sorry about that. I was just on the phone to the girlfriend. As you do. So yeah, I've just put in new settings into setup foo. I'm eating a banana, and I'm going to see how these settings perform. Give it a few laps. I seem to think that Christian Smizniak, can't say his name, sorry, I'm not being a knobhead. I seem to think he's a real life racer. I think he races MX-5s in the US, and I think he's really quite fast. He is Division 1 and is from California, so that would bode true, I think. So I expect him to be pretty sharpish. Okay, so let's take it for another run and see what we come up with. I did notice some of the settings aren't there, like toe in and toe out, and caster isn't in there. I don't know if caster's an old setup setting. I'm kind of the perfect person to be testing this because I basically know nothing. I kind of understand corner weight and cambers, but I've got no idea really what caster does, or bump stiffness and things like that. So it's still understeery there. Really quite bad actually. Didn't match the revs there, got some oversteer. To do with the diff, I think that. But that wasn't under normal operation, so I'm not too worried. I expect a bit of off throttle oversteer. Yeah, corner entry and exit understeer there. See, I've got to try and understand whether I'm going too fast and things like that, but I like to think I can tell what my car is doing beneath me. So I should be able to use a piece of software like this quite effectively, I think. I was getting all kinds of squirmy in front of me there. So this lap time's maybe not going to be correct, but you see, now with the new tyre model in iRacing, you definitely have to warm up the tyres, so really doing 2-lap sprint runs isn't going to be a fair representation, especially when the race is like 20 laps. See how it handles Still not happy. I mean, I'm scrubbing the fronts loads there, so it's quite nice everywhere else actually. It's just around Puo. It's really it's really understeery. I expect it to be understeery and oversteery, but there's too much understeer going on here at the minute. Put in one more lap. How the hell he held it in so tight there, I have no idea. Okay, plenty of space behind me, so I'll just pull off gently, try and get accurate tyre temps going on. There we go. And check out what we reckon. Go to garage. Set up foo. Okay, so what did we end up with there? 104, 113 and 110. On the others, oh no, that says 120. 110. And on the inside 111, 113 and 103. And on the back, we've got 107, 118, 110, 110, 116, and 103. Okay, what's 3 ARB at? 0.75. Okay, and what was our lap time? What was 230.567? Consistent as well. The next lap, I did actually slow down a little, I think, at one point there. So we've got a 230.567, and again mild understeer. Mild understeer. In case you've just joined me, I'm testing out setup foo. Just to see what it's like, really. So mild understeer, I'll go, yeah, slight understeer there, and see what it says. Okay, slight understeer problem: increase rear tyre pressures, decrease front weight, decrease front springs 1 increment, increase rear 1 increment. Too much negative on the front camber, that is. So what? See, I don't know which ones to do, to increase the rear or decrease the front pressures, that is. Let's decrease the front a touch, so we've got 21. I don't think I want to decrease rear grip, so decrease front springs 1 increment. Now, does that mean... Doesn't really make sense, that. Which springs, though? That's the problem. What do we want? Which springs? Do we want the spring perch offset, spring rate? How stiff the spring is, and the height. So I'm going to go with spring rate there, I think, because I'm guessing it means grip. Too much negative camber, so let's bring that down to 0.9, and then let's punch that data in. So we've moved the camber. Oh, well that's wrong anyway, so right, that's not 0.9, I don't know what I was putting in. Oh crap, what have I just moved? I've moved the caster, haven't I? Have I? Oh, what did I move? Shite. Did I move the camber? It was at 1.1, wasn't it? Right, so 0.9, 0.9, that's what that's at now. So I had false values in here, really. Then I changed the spring rate back down to 150, and what else did I do? Pressures, wasn't it? Down to 21 on the front. So we shall keep those in there, do another run, and see. So I'll put in another 3 laps. Where are we in the standings? 4th. Yeah. I did a 228. I'm getting some frame rate issues though, so what I might do, if I don't feel right after this run, is just duck out, change some of the graphics settings and come back in just so I get a better frame rate, because I wasn't streaming when I had my lone practice and I was 2 seconds better, and that makes no sense. So, oh shit. Don't look at your laptop while you're driving along in a Lotus 49 down the Kemmel Straight, eh? So, right. It'd be really, really good if this actually makes a difference to my, to my speed and to my drivability of the car. That's obviously the intention, but you know, these things are. It's going to make you faster. It's going to make. Oh, definitely more oversteery there. I'm going to come through here a lot faster next lap, but. Yeah, these things, like, this isn't cheap, setup food, it's not cheap. At the moment, I think you can get it for like £17, about $20 US. And there's no demo version, so I can understand people being sceptical over it. So I'm going to test it out, and if it's good, I don't mind. Because people need to know what they're investing the money in is worth it these days. Okay. But yeah, it is missing a setting for sure, and that's toe, and it's missing caster 2. Ooh, chill out, mate. It's very light down this straight, very light indeed. Gary Feekins, my teammate's just come in. I think he was watching the stream for a bit. He's probably still got it on, I don't know. Okay, here's the corner. It's getting there, it's definitely getting there. Much more compliant. It struggles late on, but it's getting there. Way too much curve there. Okay, I'm going to slow down just here and check my time and temps and everything. See how that went. Okay, so I was at, bloody hell, I was at a 230.590 and got a 29.7. So I bettered myself by like nearly 9/10 of a second there. So yeah, that's bloody good. That's really good. That is. I'm pretty happy with them kind of games, that's for sure. So let's have a look in the garage and put the data back in. So we ended up with tyre temps of 102, 111, 109, and as well 109, 111, 109, 111, 102. They're very close, those temperatures, so that's pretty good. 106, 117, 110, and 109, 109, 115, and 103. And we got a lap time of, what was it again? Done. A lap time of, bloody hell, 29.715, and again slight understeer, very slight understeer. Okay. I realise this may be quite boring to watch, but you guys who are watching me should be able to see. I mean, I'm genuinely not making this up. Like, I'm definitely not a salesman. I've got absolutely nothing to gain from singing the praises of this piece of software or anything like that. I'm literally having my first go with it now, complete novice. And I'm just being honest, basically. Okay, so slight understeer, we've got the temperatures in, and we'll give that a go. Now, what I've decided is, whatever it says here, right, okay, nice. So it remembers. On this run, you set a lap time of 229.715. You've just set your personal best lap time with this counter track combination. Your previous best was 2 minutes 30.567. With the changes you made a faster run. So that's good. I mean, I knew that anyway. But again, this piece of software is for use in real life. It's for use in other sims. So that's really good. Okay, so I feel like I've got a slight understeer problem. Now, I was making all of the changes. Now, I feel if I was to make all of the changes again, I think that it would be too much. So, what I may do... I'm going to decrease the front springs one increment, I think, and then take just 1 point of camber off the front, which, as far as I'm aware, affects... See, my logic is that should make turning worse, taking negative camber off, but that's tyre feedback, so is that talking about temps? I think it might be. Okay, so what I'm going to do this time is just one increment off the front springs. Decrease the front springs just one more, if I can. No, you can't. So that one I can't do now. They're as low as they can go, I believe. Yep. So, I'm loathed to put more on the tyres. I don't want to put more pressure, if you like, on the tyres. I don't want to decrease rear grip, so what I'm going to do, I think, is decrease the front pressures another touch, so there's a 2 psi disparity there. I'm just trying to use my judgment in conjunction with this tool and try and figure out what's best for me. And I'm going to take a little bit of camber off. So I'm going to save this as, you see, I borrowed this. I took this, sorry, off George Lambert in the UK and I race last week. But I want to make my own. I want to become more self-sufficient because it makes you better. I mean, like, I'm using this tool now, but again, it's like a learning aid. So, you know, in a couple of months, I maybe won't even need it, you know. But okay, so which G Spa season, what are we on? 3 2013. So we'll go with that, and I need to punch in the new data. So what did I go for in the end? It was camber and tyres, I think. So we went down to 20.5, 20.5, and then we 2.5, yeah. Then we went down to 0.8 on the camber. See, I feel like it's almost there, and then it's just me that's going to make the difference, to be honest. That's how I kind of feel with it right now. I bet Feekins has come in and beaten me. Oh, no. Is he still in here? Yeah, he's still lapping. This is probably his fast lap. So be interested to see how he does. Bit of lag. Ooh, bloody hell. Plenty of curb there, mate. Now he cycles out of there. He's probably going to put in a lap time before because I haven't got it on 2:28. So yeah, I expect Gary to beat me though, in all fairness. What I may do, real quick, because it is kind of bugging me, I'm going to take off the cockpit mirrors. Trying to think. I'm going to take off shadow volumes because I'm not really sure what they do. So bear with me. Just going to back out and then rejoin real quick. Okay, so we're back in sim. Hopefully my frame rate will improve now. Fingers crossed. Speaking still in here? Yeah, it's still running around. So my setup will be the same as it was. It should be. Let's just have a double check. Yeah, that's all good. So let's have a go. And hopefully the frame rate issue has righted itself somewhat. Well, where's he going? Because he thought I'd better brakes than it's got. So yeah, my frame rate is much better now. So let's have a go at this. It's dropping down a touch here, but it's nowhere near as choppy as it was. Ass. Hopefully that hasn't skewed my results up too much there. I've got a feeling it will have, but we'll see. I mean, I was... Yeah. But anyway. Well, look. No, they look quite stable. They look quite right. So... he sort of went sideways as we were coming into the corner. I couldn't do anything. So let me just have a look at any... I didn't make any changes. So any difference in time that I may have got? Oh, whoops. Looking at Feekins. I need to look at me. Where's me? There we go. Okay. So there, I gained... Fucking hell. I gained another 0.6 on that run. I'm it seems a little bit too good to be true. Like, my best apparently is a 29.6. Now, I had 1 ink on that lap, which it's pointless even thinking about it. It was a stupid... I could make that lap time without the ink, so, you know, that's a fair lap in my book. You know, it's not like I cut a corner, it was just... I went a tiny bit wide on one of the corners. So, that is my new best lap by half a second. But since I first started this evening, I've made 2.3 seconds. That's some serious gain. That really is. And really, I've only done, what, 7 flying laps and got 2.3 seconds? Again, it like, that seems like, it seems like I'm making it up. I didn't expect this piece of software to work quite so well in giving me what I wanted from it, but it is doing exactly what I want. I'm not even gonna lie. So, okay, we'll give it one more go and see if we can improve, because I'm now feeling that I'm going about as fast as I'm going to go this evening, because I'm getting really quite tired. So, don't be shocked if there's no gain on this last run. So I'm going to punch in the data, get out what it says. My issue is now, I think there's a little bit of exit understeer in the fast corners. I can handle the oversteer, I think. You see, normally I'd go a bit forward on the brake bias as well, but the issue I've got there is the massive braking zone down into, I forgot what it's called, but at the end of Kemmel Straight. So I can't really do that, because if I do it, if I do that, I'm just going to be locking up the fronts at the end there. So I'm going to put in for slight understeer again and see what it comes out with. 103, 111, and 109, and then 109, 112, and 102. Then the rears are at 105, 118, 111, 111, 116, 103. Okay. Okay, so what lap time did we get again there? We got a 129, 120, 229, 229.135. And then my notes will be very slight under on exit. Because that's all it is. It's really not much. But, you know, That's what it's there for, so let's give it a go. So slight understeer, recommendations, okay, personal best, slight understeer. So really, you know, it was quite severe understeer by the sound of it, because on each of my 3-4 runs I've complained of slight understeer. It's just I didn't want to go over the top with it, sort of thing. Yeah, I worried about changing it too much, because it's such an awkward car to drive. I just want to set it up correctly. Okay, so the first one, it says increase rear tyre pressures or decrease fronts. Okay, again, it's that bit that worries me about that. Increasing front grip, fine. I don't want to decrease rear grip. Now, I don't know whether it's just the wording of it, but to me, decreasing the rear grip doesn't necessarily increase the front grip, if that makes sense. So what I've got to be mindful. Can we down the lap wizard? I haven't actually looked. I should have, shouldn't I? So, right. What I'll do, I'll just... No. Trying to think. Okay. What do I want to do? What I'm going to do is look at the temps and decrease the front pressures again, I think. Yeah, they're alright. So I'm going to decrease the front pressures to 20 and take off another degree of camber. So 0.7 and 20. Okay. Right, action, save setup. Okay. Then save as spa, save. Yes. Okay, so the lap wizard. Sorry, I don't know when you said that, if you're still even here. So I'm going to have a look for you. Okay, so if I go to lap wizard. Okay, continue. Why is it not coming up with the track each time? Whatever. So spam, what was it? 4 point something, isn't it? Look at that. Tracks. It's 4.35 miles. Okay, create. Why? Was I on that wizard before? Is that what I was on? Oh, ass. Fuckballs. I think I was on the lap wizard before. I've just got confused. Sorry, it's getting late. I'm never up this late. I'm just getting confused. Right, okay, so we were on lap wizard. Garage manager, what's this? Tracks. Right. So let's create a track. Or have we, edit track. Right, we've got Spa on iRacing. Oh, okay, I've got it twice. But it's the same thing. So I will delete that one. Okay. So if I go to, what's corner wizard then? Corner direct. Ah. So if I go left, exit understeer. All of these, it's got caster, and it's got dampers. So, just on a corner wizard, you put in what your issues you have, and it gives you and yeah, it's different. It is different. It's not just like random. It's different. So just trying to think what I could do then. If I still have issues on that particular corner, what I'll do is another run. If I have issues on that particular corner, I'll go to that. So lap wizard, menu, that was 49, continue, track, Spa, iRacing. Okay, so I'm guessing it was that one, that was 49, Spa, run 4, setup. Okay, and I think this is it. I think this is the one. So let's bring up iRacing again. I just realised you guys didn't see anything of what I was just doing, I don't think. Just a bit rubbish. But why has iRacing just decided to go opposite? There we go. Okay. So let me just check that these settings are correct in here. 0.7 on camber, and I changed the pressures, I think, to 20. So let's go to 20 on the pressures. And let's do a run again. Now certain things, again, like I've said, aren't covered with this setup. Calculator. Bloody hell, Feekins. That is quick. 25. Insane. Like, I think I could probably get to 27s, but... Let me put in one more run. Put in another run and see what we get. Oh, shite. Keyboard just fell down. Let's have another go. One more run, let's see what we can do. I'm going to be quiet throughout it. But now I've also found that corner wizard. Now I can target specific corners. My sound's just gone off. Right. I can target specific corners and get what I want out of the setup. So I know around Pouin, my setup is understeering. So I know certain people. My sound's going off. I don't know whether that's a sign as to get off my PC, but I know certain people can run the baseline and do absolutely fair, magnificent things with it, but this is, again, such a powerful car and such a challenge to drive. I'm going to do everything I can to make it more drivable, you know what I mean, for me. So that was fully sideways. gear there, went down to second nearly. Oh, that's a shame. I was on for a good lap there. Feeking's just bobbling around on his head. Okay, so let's see if those tyre temps are useless. They look like they're they're pretty useless. But personally, you've got brain damage. I'm really quite happy with that because I just made another gain there of a tenth. Again, it wasn't clean, but it's getting better. Interested to see who in here same as me. So this guy, what we got? So Ralph, Pacho. So where's Ralph and Pacho? So we've got Pacho, Ralph, Sebastian and Magnus. Where's Sebastian? There, sorry. And Magnus. Did Magnus even make a lap? I don't think so. I don't think he did. No. So going off that, it's really quite encouraging because that means no, I'm not intentionally blocking out my bottom left screen. I normally have iSpeed running, but this was kind of actually an impromptu test which has led into hours of me doing it. I've got nothing to hide, so but I've just noticed it is covering my name, but not that I need to. I shall put on iRacing just to show you. iSpeed, my bad. So like, if I do that, hopefully it should be showing. I don't know why it's got that gap in, something's going on there, but yeah, that's where I've normally got iSpeed. So I'm not blocking anything out. So it's the left-hander, I keep calling it Puan, it better be. It's that left-hander that I have issues with. So I'm going to open this up again. I can't really put the temps into there. I did make a gain, but I can't put the temps in, it was wrong. So I want to go to the corner wizard, and we've got all of these. You guys didn't see this a moment ago, so I can't do that. I've got dampers, I haven't got wings, got caster, got front and rear camber. So it's difficult to say because I'm feeling like I've got understeer everywhere on it, but it's going wider when I don't want it to. So that's understeer. Sorry, late. I'm going to say apex because I'm pulling it in for the first one. Really exit. What do we think? I really can't decide. So in case you don't know, Puan is, if you can see the map on the screen, is, where is it? That's it, there. So it's like a double apex left-hander, off camber, downhill. And I'm getting it in for the first apex, and then it's going out wide, so it's exit, isn't it? So the phase is exit. So recommendations is to increase the left front spring shared setup. Is he number 22? Oh, he's gone. If you're still in here, Feekins, thank you for the setup, but I'm not going to use it because I've spent all evening. I don't know how to say your name, Stoogie, whatever. It's basically, it's, if you've heard of NPR Analyzer, that's out for iRacing, that's for the oval side of iRacing. I was on R Factor 2 forums earlier, and I came across this new setup wizard, which is called Setup Foo, and no, that doesn't mean setup fuck you. I believe it means something like wealth in or riches in like Japanese or something. Yeah, and it claims that you can set up any car on any realistic sim, so inverted commas, quote unquote, whatever you want to say, realistic. So I'm going to consider rFactor 2, iRacing and Kart Racing Pro in there because they're the ones I've got. I don't know whether Kart Racing Pro will work because it's a kart, but I will definitely give it a go and find out. I don't have Project Cars, but I hear that's good and I hear it's bad, so you know, I don't know. But they're the ones I'm going to test it on, and I'm also going to test it on Simbin titles as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But this setup thing, at the moment, there's an introductory offer for $19.99. I think that's US dollars as well. And so far, I'm making some quite serious gains on it, and I'm really quite happy with it. I've got no affiliation with the people who make it at all. I'm just testing it out. I'm just giving it a go because I decided to run the Lotus 49 this season on iRacing, and I attempted to set it up. I thought it was okay, then tried someone else's setup and was quite amazed. I could probably do the same with the one that's just been shared with me, but I don't want to because I'm working hard on making my own and making it work. But yeah, also they seem to be advertising with ISI and rFactor 2. So I figured the perfect test is to take it to a completely different sim with one of the most challenging cars there is on that sim, iRacing and Lotus 49. What day is it tomorrow? Wednesday. I may try a simming game tomorrow and just see what happens with that. But I have issues with force feedback on simming games, so we'll have to see. But yeah, that's basically it. Setupfoo.com is where you get it from. And so far I recommend it, but we'll see. So this is saying increase left front spring and decrease right front spring. Now decrease front anti-roll bar. There's the session's just ended. Right, so let's get rid of this. Let's find another one. So I've got a 29.0 there, 29.090. Let's see if we can find another session going on. I've been in there a long time, for me anyway. I don't normally do this much testing. So, okay, let's find one. Let's find this one. It's just got half an hour left because I only really want to test out this corner wizard and see how this performs. See if it works. I'll get rid of. Well, I should have high speed up really because I'm testing. But let's have a look at this because what's it doing? Edit scene. Which one's out of kilter? Speed is all a bit spazzed. What's it doing? Don't know what it's doing. We'll see. I'll go and sim and tinker. I hope that answered your question. Even if you're still in here, I probably just bored you to death with my explanation of what this is. But okay. So why is my speed doing that? I think it's to do. speed, is that all on the RPM? I can't see. Ah, shag. Right. Oh, is it showing the same one? What's it doing? I don't know. I'm going to get rid of it. Okay. Right. So, garage, did I actually do anything? No. The suggestion was to do something with the front ARB, I believe. Decrease front anti-roll bar. So let's take it down to 5. And done. Right, have we got all the correct settings going on in the lap wizard? 49, spa, continue. What we got? I think it's like 20. I've got it, yeah, 20. And the camber's at 7. Okay, so we can run with that. Let's see what it does. That seems much better behaved there. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. But through that corner, double left-hander, that seems to have done the trick. Could have been what I've been waiting for that, so I'll probably be quiet for the next lap and see what we can do. I'm gonna take that. That is superb. Absolutely superb. Bloody hell. I've just made another 0.5 of a second. It's possible. I can't read your name. What is it? Painted. It's possible. I've approached this as a complete novice. I've got no idea. Oh bloody hell! As if I left. I don't know why that iRacing thing's still on there. Sorry guys. The iSpeed thing. Sorry. That's maybe what Caster's for. I don't know. I've genuinely approached this as a complete noob for setups. So I'm just completely trusting this and making mad gains on my time, down to 28.5 now, and that's knowing, and I felt like I had more to give, with a optimal of 27.4. I mean, Christian here he's just an alien. He's a real life racer. Just, you know, ignore him. He's obscene with his speeds. But at this juncture, at this point of the week, I'm quite happy with that, and I feel that just more practice will get me more pace. Like I can hit the 27s with this setup. I know I can. It's got it in it. So yeah, right. I shall see. I've got nothing else to say in that. I don't think I've got anything really up with this setup. I'm really quite happy with it. I think I might reduce the front anti-roll bar a little bit more, just to see if the front will come in a bit more around the double left-hander pull. But really, it feels really nice, and I think I'll get to my optimal at that. And you know, there comes a point where you start to think this is fast, and it feels fast. You know, before I was feeling bucket loads of understeer, and the more lock I was putting on, you know, it just made it worse. There was nothing there, but that felt responsive. It felt good. And I think more is to be gained through power application and things like that. So, after what? The front end hunts a lot. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that, mate. Do you mean it's got a lot of movement, or I don't know what you mean by hunts. I don't know. It's difficult to say. I mean, what does caster do? I don't even know. What's the definition? How much the steering axis is leaned back, positive or forward negative. More positive caster equals more oversteer while steering is turned into a corner. More understeer when countersteering in a slide. Heavier steering feel. So more positive makes it oversteer while turning into a corner. Or while the wheel is turned into a corner. Okay, so that could make sense. Because, like, turning in, I've got plenty of oversteer. Like, getting the front in to the corner, that's not my issue. It was keeping the nose in, which softening the front anti-roll bar seems to have helped substantially. But I think after that, I mean, I don't even know. Let's have a look, because I can tell you when I got my email. I've been testing it 2 hours, and I've made significant gains. I'm really happy with it. I'll continue to test it some more, and I've just got the email to say that you've followed me painted, so thank you. Very much appreciated. Anyone else watching, if you hit the follow button, you'll get a little email every time I go live. I do loads of different. I tend to do a lot of iRacing just because it's my preferred sim. But like earlier tonight, I was playing a good bit of R Factor 2, going around like Silverstone and things at night. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. Check us out at pitlanes.com. If you're an iRacing driver, check us out. We're looking for team members all the time. You throw us an application or just join the community and be a part of the forums. And yeah, thanks a lot for joining me, guys. Hit the follow button. Check us out on YouTube /pitlanes, because I put all of my streams up on there. And also like us on Facebook /pitlanes.com. And I will catch you soon. Thanks a lot for joining me, guys.